It's a new day, but the game never changes. We've saved the world, but can we graduate from DUEL High School? Join us as ShibuyaZane. The Exodia community has not forgiven Amon Garum. Send his ass to hell! Shorah.
Bitches have one bad experience and be like, no Polly! No Polly!
Calamity Carl.
Hellkaiser be like, this ain't nothing to me, I am a demon!
Bio Roxas.
You can take the kid out of the Supreme King, but you can't take the kid out? So, wait.
And our special guest, Mimi.
Hey everyone, it's me, John Stamos.
Use the power of the Millennium microphone to duel their way to the top of Generation Next. I think that is the first time we've ever hit the end of the audio for the music. In the intro. Good job, team.
Let's go.
So, chat, since I mentioned having some shit cooked, I'll let you know. My alternative fucking intro quote this week was, Exodia must be desperate if that's how he acts seeing the blandest white woman imaginable.
Which is a banger, and you could have
years.
easily gone that route.
I originally had something like, I was originally trying to cook something like Exodia acting like the gorillas at the zoo. But I just couldn't cook anything good out of it.
Yeah. It's a tall ask. Oh boy. So yeah, your local Exodia players do not forgive this batch for doing this to me. There's a lot of things I could not forgive this batch of episodes for doing, but we'll get into that.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that you were gonna pop off that an Exodia deck was being played, so I'm glad that you have taken the righteous side of justice.
Look. The good is outweighed by the evil because he's using it. If it was anybody else, even if it was Echo, I'd be popping off. If Echo sacrificed him instead, I would be winning because that's a hashtag girl boss. She's girl bossing it up in there. But no, instead she's not girl bossing it up. She said feminism back 30 years.
Yeah.
I love this show just casually dropping, like, I wouldn't even call this lore, but like just, oh yeah, Exodia's just in this cave somewhere. Why is he here? What did he do? Why is he sealed in here? Why does he just have holes for his arms?
Well, because you gotta have the card art. You gotta have the armhole to pop out his arm and do the funny arm pose.
I'm afraid to see if there's a leg hole.
I didn't see one on the door, but I like to think that sometimes he can just make the door poke out a little bit far enough that he just does like the fucking...
We gotta let him know. Everyone tweet. They have to hashtag free Exodia, hashtag save little D.
You stop that.
Hate it here.
For those of you wondering where KZ might be, unfortunately, our mans is ill. He got food poisoning like 6 hours before recording. So
Because he's been sentenced to toilet hell.
Keep that for him.
He's recovering from that, hopefully. And he's left me some of his notes, along with a very important screenshot that we'll get to for the last episode of this batch. Like, when I say important, it's critical. By critical, I mean
Like
the
the
funniest
man?
shit I've read today.
No, not the YouTuber.
No, it's not moist.
Could be moist.
No. This could not be moist.
Man. I want it to be moist.
I'm sure you do, buddy. Anyway, how's that full edible you took
I don't know what you're talking
last
about.
night?
I don't know what do you mean at all. I started coughing so hard I started gagging. I had to run to the bathroom because I thought I was going to throw up. That's how I'm doing today.
I do that. I hate when that
When
happens.
did this happen? Last night or like an hour ago?
That was like an hour or two ago. I'm good now. I purged the demons from my body.
Are you sure about that?
I'm nice and safe in the comfort of my home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be posting 2 images to OBS in a minute.
Don't feel too safe.
Yeah, don't feel too safe.
Got all my little notes. Wait, what does that mean? What?
Don't worry about it.
Get out of my walls!
No, listen, the audio quality in here is actually pretty good. I have to take advantage while I can.
I don't know how the fuck it is. These things are hollow as shit. There should be a lot of echo in there.
No, you'd be surprised how, like, empty drywall is good for soundproofing.
I don't think that's how that works, but I'll take your word.
I'm taking a couple of important screenshots. Don't worry.
Oh.
I'm worried. I have a lot of concern flowing through me.
That don't worry was meant for most of the people in this call. You're the one that should be worried. Carl tweeting this last night.
The demons win today.
That is a full edible. How many milligrams, Carl?
Let me go grab the bag. Hold on a minute here.
Huh?
Let's
What is-
see. 300 milligrams each.
Which then led to this exchange, because if you'll notice, me on the bottom there, you have recording tomorrow, smile. Carl tweeting, don't worry, I'm watching my episodes. And then me responding with the Markiplier gif in honor of Five Nights at Freddy's.
What is that? What does that sound? Oh.
Me when I get you. It's okay, because then I saw Carl tweeting about the episodes we're supposed to watch like an hour later, and it all was saved.
Of course, you think I wouldn't watch my episodes for one of these recordings? That'd be a fool's errand.
I think at some point you would get high enough that it would just slip your mind entirely. You would gaslight yourself into thinking you'd watched the episodes, and then
Funny.
you would come with notes of things that never happened, and we would have to struggle to figure out if you actually watched them baked off your ass, or if you just imagined a scenario of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
That'd be really funny.
That would be really good for an episode, actually. One person in secret is told not to watch the episodes. They have to gaslight everyone else into convincing them they watched the episode.
That's a great idea, actually. I'm down for that. That's funny.
It's funnier if we don't tell KZ this is the thing we planned in advance. And KZ just says, "What do you mean? That didn't happen."
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Oh.
Jesus.
Expanding on that, we just have an episode where none of us watch the episode and only Casey watches the episodes.
No,
That'd be
that
really good.
one's a little too cruel.
Yeah. You should be like, I don't think that happened, Casey.
Just be
I
like,
think you're lying, bud.
I don't remember that.
just be like, man, you okay? This isn't in GX. This is in Zexel. I do need to keep that in the back pocket for April Fools, honestly. That's pretty solid.
God, remember when Amon jumped on their dual cycle and started riding through the wastelands?
Yeah, it's really weird because Hyperdrive started playing there.
And they played into the sub too. What the fuck?
Yeah, very progressive of them to use the English dub opening of the next series. Oh man. And does
Shibuya, I
anybody?
regret to inform you, I'm already cooking something.
Oh
Nice,
no.
let's
We haven't even started discussing the episodes yet. Good God.
Are we doing that now?
I was gonna ask if anybody had anything they wanted to share before we get into it.
I don't know. What would we have to share?
I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh news, just general life stuff. Talk about FNAF Freddy's.
They just released a new set in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a bunch of the really rare cards, but not as rare. So you have a better chance of getting a Baron de Fleur that's not $79 goddamn dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing the openings for the rarity collection. I don't love like every single card in that set, but I do love all of the different rarities that are in a box.
It's gonna bring down the prices of a lot of quarter century secret rares, which is what we need. We need cheaper quarter century secret rares. Don't ask me how much I paid for the Spiral Twink, because he was very important.
I don't think it's going to bring down the cost of a quarter centuries all that much, because in the openings I saw like 1 quarter century per box. But I saw other rarities like collector's rares, ultimate rares, fucking parallel rares, like a whole bunch of different other rarities in the boxes. So I think Once
See,
the set's been out for a while, we'll have a chance of getting like really nice versions of different cards.
Shorah, it's funny you say that, because the opening I watched was specifically Farfa opening a box. He got like 4 quarter-century secret rares and just got the actual rarity all wrong. So he fucked up like 3 of the different rarities and confused them for each other. So every time he brings up a card of a certain rarity, in the top left you see the editor struggling to correct it with big gold
I did
text.
see that video actually.
It's very funny. Because he pulled like 3 or 4 quarter-centuries in that. Out of a singular box.
There's a lot of value in those, and I might try to get myself a couple.
I may try to save up for a box. Maybe. Because I think
they are currently $90 a box.
Well, they're not publicly out yet, so the price is going to be higher.
I know.
We'll see if it spikes, considering it's a holiday release.
Yeah. I'm hoping that it's a good release. I'm hoping this isn't another fucking Pokemon 151 situation.
Yeah, 151 has been rough, to say the least. Like, I've heard people in videos say that they've pulled 3 Charizards. My lonely ass has 0. Fuck you. Give me one. This is called charity. Give me your Charizard. I love him more than you do. He's my son.
I have decided that you do not deserve Charizard.
No, it's worse because there's a Japanese set that introduced that Charizard from Obsidian Flames, but he's shiny now. So when that comes out in English, I'm fucked if it's not a promo.
Oh my god, he's shiny now.
He's shiny now. Let me just see if I can get the... yeah, someone did a mock-up of it in one of the English sets, and...
Oh.
You see how good that card looks? I need him so bad.
Yeah, that's really good.
Most people who pull this will not deserve it. I don't have every Charizard they've ever made, but I have a lot of them, and I did go insane on Obsidian Flames until I pulled one of these Charizards. So I think I deserve him.
As a treat.
I'm one of his allies.
I'm one of his enemies.
Having looked through the 151 set, since the Mew cards I want are only part of the fucking
UPC, yeah.
I'm probably just gonna buy those as singles. They're nice cards, but like, I'm not dedicating myself to over $100 for a playmat that doesn't look amazing, and like the rest of the stuff that's like okay, I guess.
It shocked me looking into the prices of those promos and knowing that the metal card was less than $10. You'd think the metal Mew EX would be way higher.
Totally.
Anyway, hi, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast.
The Yu-Gi-Oh! GX episode 144.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody has any objections.
No objections here.
Alright, cool. So... we open to literal trauma flashbacks. That is how we start this set. And I rub my little hands together and I go, hoo hoo hoo, it's gonna be peak. Because we have a traumatized Jaden, reliving him killing his friends. Again. And Winged Karibo is out here very scared for his friend's life. Meanwhile... Thank you, Shorah.
Oh, Dio.
Dio.
It's really funny.
I'm sorry, but just Crowler running towards them in the distance screaming Dio took me by so fucking surprise. I was like, oh right, yeah, that is his gimmick. It's been so long.
Yeah. We've had no Crowler in this for too long. We've had it too good.
Sean Schemmel needs to take his main role back in the dub.
Yeah, I put the Schemmel counter at 1 in all caps, and I went, holy shit, Crowler's back.
Hey, look, I was excited to see Kronos come back. I was pumped. That's my guy.
Hold on, because I need to get.
I'd rather have him over fucking Ojama Yellow.
Need to get the soundboard for this. There we go. That's the sound. Meanwhile, in the background.
Oh, good kid.
What?
It was very
Good, man.
important that I do that for shithead McGee over here, who's doing things despite my best efforts.
It's
Well,
that
if I was a
bitch,
fan of,
Amon Garam, baby. What's going on,
Amon
cocksuckers?
Garam, aka this motherfucker. I really hate this.
Yeah, he's kind of ass.
Yeah, he's already been an ass. This is just so much worse because now he's spitting in the face of people like me who run Exodia decks. My first note the moment I realized what he's cooking is don't make this man like me. He sucks. I'm
wouldn't
still
be.
bitter.
Yeah. I was like, yo, Adrian's got some Riz, because he whenever Echo is like so obsessed with him. And then he like abuses her, and I was like, okay, cool.
He's never had Riz. It's just that he masked how awful of a dude he was in front of everybody else up until now. And he's like, I need to become the demon I've always been. I need to disrespect women.
This has been him all along, a misogynist. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, so speaking of misogynist,
Oh.
Tee-hee!
Ah, come on.
Jesus Christ.
I want you to know that I was sent a DM earlier this week asking if this was too harsh, and I said, don't do it.
No, that's
Do
fucked up.
What? He's a misogynist. He's on your team.
No.
Mimi, I love how much fucking potential you've gotten out of this art I did for Dipshit. I love this so much. You've done so many edits with this fucking thumbnail.
It helps having the raw clip file.
It is
So
so
good.
funny just seeing Exodia like crossing his arms trying to fit in this boat in the back. I think that's really good. Man's just trying to vibe back here. And this guy's like, what if I sacrifice a woman?
The one thing I had the most issue with.
What?
A woman.
No, fucking.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying, this season's really not beating our female characters are worthless and dumb as hell allegations.
Yeah.
It's very upsetting.
To be fair, this season is also not beating they're gay allegations. So love wins, despite the misogyny. I guess that's a plus. So Aster Phoenix manages to just have a conversation with Echo where she's not trying to kill someone, which means it's an improvement from when she was trying to destroy the Rainbow Dragon mural and trap them all in the fucking dual dimension. And they talk a little bit, and she explains her psychotic Amon worship, where it's like he should rule the world, and if you can't see that, then you don't really love him. And Aster's like, you lost
so
me at he
crazy.
should be king of the world, but, I respect your feelings. And after this one conversation, he's like, women do have rights. Which means that when Amon is like, I'm going to sacrifice women to summon Exodia, he's like, no, women deserve rights. Way to go, Aster Phoenix.
Good job, buddy. You finally figured it out.
Hey, speaking of Exodia, I'm done cooking.
Oh, no.
Fear.
God damn you. God damn it.
What is
Fuck
that?
off.
Breathe a little D.
I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, that sure is the monster card Little D, where his little D
Breathe
would
a
be.
little D.
Okay. I thought you put like a glory hole in it.
I mean,
It's like-
that
I mean, it kind of is.
there is a little hole there.
Jesus.
I did move one of those armholes down.
Yeah, that's pretty
Oh,
good.
God.
Let me move it. Layers. Oh boy. Off to a great start, and we're only on the first episode of the set. Aster and Amon decide to duel for whether or not women deserve rights. But then, then Amon's like, Echo, please, I need your help. I need you to help me. She's just like, okay, and she walks into the glowing
I
obvious
have
circle.
to kill the person that I love the most. You love me? He said he loved me. It means I'm gonna go be with him.
Now, it's different in dub and sub, because I think in dub, he has to... I think in dub, they water it down to, I have to kill somebody who cares about me, or something like that.
And the sub,
Must
he
have
says
been.
that he has to kill the person he loves most.
Yes, in
Damn.
the sub, it's very
Yeah, it's,
explicit.
Damn, he actually loves her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I have to tribute.
Could have fooled me.
Fair.
Holy shit.
He like outright says that he has to tribute the thing that matters the most to him. So
Man.
I really wish that Amon fucking loses.
Yeah, I really wish to. I'm looking through here.
Is that his sub name?
Yeah.
Amon Garam
Okay.
is his name in the sub, yes.
Because his name's Adrian in the dub.
Adrian Gecko in the dub, which makes him sound as douchey as he is. Adrian Gecko is the
Yeah.
name of a dude who would be caught committing misogyny in public.
Yeah,
You
because
guys
he's a
aren't-
fucking lizard.
He yeah, there's a character in 14 named Amon. Good game. You guys should try it out.
See, I was gonna ask on the scale of Amons, where does 14
Don't worry,
Amon
Bio.
fall compared to GX Amon?
Well, fucked up.
Okay.
Can
Don't
I
worry,
just
Bio.
say?
We bring up 14 later.
No.
Oh God, they're
I'm
outnumbering
glad I
us.
have. Yeah, right. I'm glad I have someone on my team now.
Can I just say I really liked the play that Aster had where he used the clock tower and then
Yeah.
just MST'd it to get out Dreadmaster.
Yeah, he turboed the fucking clock tower striking midnight. It was really good.
I'm like,
he sure did spend 3 cards to get 1 card out.
yeah, but it was his big guy.
It's one of his big guys. Yeah, it was his former strongest monster of his deck. But before that, you're forgetting the part where he summoned Destiny Hero Dunker.
Dunk!
Oh,
Hey, I should pop in so the non-14 players, the 14
Why is it,
Bridget, you don't have to do
why
that.
is it
You can
perfect
take a break
Sal?
this week. We're good.
why is it so?
Because I just thought about the Cell and NBA 2K mod video that I saw a couple weeks ago, and I thought it was funny.
That's fair, yeah.
Alright, sure.
Because that card's design is unfortunate to say the least. Except for the springs on his legs. I think the springs on his legs and like the moon shoes, very funny.
Why is Sho standing so far away in the background?
Yeah, I don't know why he's not talking or standing with the gang.
Yeah, stand with everyone, Sho. You might get abducted by a Sonic Duck again. I need you to stay up here where people can help you.
I simply think it'd be funnier
does-
if Sho got abducted by a Sonic Duck again.
He
It
really
would
does
be.
spend these episodes doing very little.
That's because now he's the Watcher. Or something.
I have to watch over Jaden and make sure he doesn't commit war crimes again.
God.
Shaden really loves his war crimes.
I need you all to understand how loud I screamed
Yeah.
when I watched the end of this episode in dub. And Zane was like, this isn't an exact quote because I was just so stunned. It was something along the lines of, even I like extreme dueling, but this is too much.
Yeah.
Like, shot collars are fine, but he draws the line at misogyny and death. And I think that's based of him.
It was base as hell.
Zane Truesdale, respecter of women.
Yeah. He'll
Who would've
disrespect
thought?
any duelist equally.
Disrespecter of Exodia.
I'm so proud of him.
Very proud of him.
He's come so far.
Also,
I love
I
the whole. Oh,
no,
I was gonna say I love the whole setup of Aster bringing out like a billion things, bringing out his Dreadmaster, pulling out another monster, and then he like gets ready to go, and the agent just like, yeah, I got Exodia out. I was like, oh shit,
no. The
it's over.
funniest part is that Aster has this monster that can't be destroyed by card effects, and then Amon just looks at him and goes, "I'm not destroying him. I'm banishing him."
Yeah.
And that's how the card game works. So yeah, I can avoid destruction effects, but I draw the line at banishment. I might as well just bleed into episode 145 since it is a two-parter. So
Exodios.
episode 145. That pronunciation is so fucking wrong.
Did I say it wrong?
No, the dub said it wrong. It's not your fault.
Oh.
It's
I was like, I thought I said
Exodius.
Oh.
Oh, does I watched the sub this time because I was like, fuck it, no, I want the good shit this week. I'm guessing that the dub went Exodius or something.
Exodios.
Or Exodios.
Exodios.
That's
Oh, I
it.
thought it was
Yeah, I
Exodios.
remember Exodios.
The way it's
Exodius.
spelled in the original Japanese, I can understand why they would take that translation. Because at this point, I don't think Exodius was a card in the actual TCG yet, so they didn't have anything else to go off of. But considering the fact that they say Exodios at least 20 times in this one episode, every time I was just like, you're saying it wrong, you're saying it wrong, please stop, please stop, please,
Stop.
please. I'm begging you.
Yeah, the original Ramadi would have been fucking Exodios. So,
Yeah.
It's an easy translation error, but it's still funny.
It is 100% understandable that this happened, but it still made me upset. I also love Aster just casually having an Exodia counter card in his deck and running it for seemingly no reason. Luckily, in the duel where he's dueling an Exodia deck. Force of 4 is so funny.
Can you imagine if Exodius actually fucking was a ritual monster like this? Or like, needed the spell card to come out? Because in
That
the
would
actual
be
fucking
awful.
card game. Yeah. In the actual card game, its card and like its effect is literally just like remove everything on your field, summon this. It has this. And that's it.
Yeah.
What for Exodius?
Yeah. It's
Exodius
like,
is a lot funnier than that.
Obviously,
You see, I used to use Exodius in my train deck because it was a level 10 I could
Oh my
special
god.
summon.
Of course you
I
did.
fucking hate you and your train deck.
So it
People
cannot be
still
normal
use it
summoned or
as an
set, must
extender.
be special summoned from your hand by shuffling all monsters in your graveyard into the deck, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. When this card declares an attack, send one monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. This card gains 1,000 attack for each normal monster in your graveyard. If this face-up card would leave the field, banish it instead. If there are 5 different Forbidden 1 cards in your graveyard that were sent there by this card's effect, you win the duel.
Right.
Yeah.
One
Oh,
of
wow.
many different fucking Exodia cards that are
One of many
all
alt-win
pretty
cons.
fucking bad.
Yeah. Funny, but not at all
one's-
practical.
This was so awful.
Is it as bad as Exodia Necros?
No, this one has more utility in a way.
Yeah, exactly. It'll never be as bad as Exodia Necros, which actually
Necros is-
needs the spell.
Negros is god awful.
Necros sucks. It's cool as hell thematically, but god, it's a bad card.
Not as bad as Exodia the Legendary Defender.
Fair.
I still remember
Give
that.
you 5 monsters to summon this. If this card summoned this way destroys a dark fiend that your opponent owns, you win.
Was it like God, I can't remember exactly what it was, but we did that card questionnaire,
Yeah.
and one of them was like about Exodia. Remember that?
Yeah, it was.
You were like, "How many Exodias are there?" I was like, "I don't fucking."
How many unique Exodias are there, my guy? it's
Too
very
fucking
funny.
many.
No, not enough. More.
Please.
No.
Give me more. Just for
No.
me, please. I've been good. Konami, I've been good. I promise.
No.
I earned this.
I survived 3/4 of this year. I deserve something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wrote in my notes. I really hope Aster wins this. If he dies to Exodia run by Gecko, I'll scream. Guess who screamed later in the episode?
Yeah, same.
Really unfortunate. However, his dub VA is putting in the fucking work here. He's earning that goddamn paycheck. I think this is one of Aster's best episodes, just as far as a performance. Like, you can feel that this man respects women, and he is insulted.
Oh, man.
I wrote here about Amon. Take your doo-doo smeared ass out of here, Haman. More like come on, cause you're boring me. Got me snoring, got me snoozing hard, bro.
Get his ass.
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
Oh yeah, this was also the episode I realized something insane about 99%, the sub-OP.
Mhm.
So there's a certain point where there's a shot where it's panning down from the comet down to 4 different characters. And, spoiler alert for the other episodes in this batch, that panning shot goes in reverse order of how they died.
Oh.
So it's Zane, Aster, Axel, Jim.
Well, that's
That's
fucked
crazy.
Insane. 99% is really good, actually. It is not Precious Time Glory Days, but it is solid. Also, Aster
So
goes
eventually-
crazy with these plays.
Oh yeah, he does.
Eventually, Aster kind of realizes he needs a new fucking strategy once Exodia hits the field. So he starts fucking playing cards that will skip Adrian's battle phase. Which, like, damn, dude,
It's smart.
good shit.
Yeah, he can only send the Exodia pieces to the grave when Exodia attacks. So if he can't attack, boom, done.
It's so funny.
Unfortunately,
a lot of
Adrian's
this-
a prick.
A lot of this duel is fucking Adrian or Amon just being like, you don't seem to understand that life points don't matter. And I was just waiting for him to see his life points getting too low and going like, wait, hold on now. We can talk about this. Hold on. Is the money? You want money? I got money. I can give you money. Do you want money?
No.
Bro keeps saying life points don't matter until the life points hit 0.
Look, the smiling for his bit. He's just like, nothing will ever stop it. No, please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. No, please.
Unfortunately, Amon is the one with the gun. And he holds it up to Aster point blank. And Aster is screaming at everybody else to get out of there. So that they don't also die. And it's fucked up. But, I cannot believe that Echo, in her dying moments, appeared to Aster as a spirit and said, "It's fine, actually.
I deserve
It's
this.
okay. This is what I wanted.
I deserve this.
I know you don't understand because you're a feminist, but sometimes this is what women want, actually," said no woman ever.
Holy shit.
Allow me to read you these 2 notes here.
Okay.
Kind of hate how they're making Exodia the super bad guy, but I mean, I guess he kind of is because he's like the forbidden one. Why is he forbidden? What did he do? Hashtag free Exodia, hashtag release the little D. And then remember when Amon was a really cool spy dude and we thought he was trying to stop bad things from happening? Those were better days. Now bro's out here killing women. Not cool, Amon. Don't do that.
You
Carl,
know
do you want the little D cut or uncut?
No. No.
Don't cut him.
Instead, I want you all to pay very close attention to this image because I need you to understand. Actually, let me try doing this. So you need to understand, I saw Amon make this face. And I'm
I
like,
saw that.
this
I
is
made a
so
note about that
familiar.
smile.
Where have I seen this exact image before? And it hit me. It's Krunk!
No.
Oh yeah, it's all
They're
coming
the
together.
same
Holy
picture!
shit.
You have to understand, the moment I looked at Krunk and I looked back at this,
Oh yeah.
it
It's all coming together.
fucked me up.
I was wondering where I saw that.
Someone on
from.
the
That
animation
makes
team was
sense.
just like, yes, this face. This is the perfect face for Exodia killing a woman and being free.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I've been waiting to flashbang everybody in call with this because it's so good. I'm not going to lie, I hope this wins the thumbnail. I really hope. There's other contenders, but I think this is the strongest just shotgun blast to anybody who looks at the thumbnail without knowing what the fuck happens.
It's very powerful.
And the worst part of this is that as the cave crumbles and Exodia is freed, Jaden is sitting just in the middle of the desert on this rock face, and Exodia walks up next to where he's at, with Amon standing on his shoulder. How dare you? How dare you think you're cool enough for this shit?
I saw him fucking walking up with Exodia and his dude, you're huge.
God damn it. Me when his boss monster is Exodia.
It should have been me, not him.
I hate this. One of my favorite dumb gimmicky decks to play is now tainted by fucking Amon Garam.
The swamps.
Sucks. And then bro like has some dumb bullshit line about how he's, I forget what it is in the dub. I completely forget, and I don't care. I'll be honest, I do not give a fuck. But in the sub, he keeps Echo's locket, and then he has one of the rawest lines in this batch. It's like 4th place compared to 3 different things that Zane will say later. He looks at the locket and he goes, "Echo, I will offer you Bell's head to you." Because the whole point of this was to get Exodia so that he could overpower Yubel and take their power for himself. Which is insane. And that line doesn't deserve to be that good.
It goes crazy hard, though.
It does, but at what cost?
I'm on
Look,
Garam.
you need a good shit heal in your anime, and Amon fits that bill perfectly.
Yubel is the shit heel, though. We
No,
have a
Amon is
good
the shit heel.
No. Yubel is an interesting character. Amon's a shitheel.
That's true.
There's a distinction, yes.
Alright, sure.
Yubel just wants love.
Does he?
Yeah.
Alright.
Kind of the thing that Yubel talks about all the time.
Alright. Episode
What is that?
146. My first note in dub. Oh fuck, a gargoyle!
Oh, fuck.
But I hate to tell you this, but I'm cooking another thing again.
Good.
I
The more we cook, the more meal there is for the viewers.
I wrote down a line here that I guess technically was from last episode, but they showed it in the preview again here.
Mm-hmm.
The line "die a dog's death" here kind of goes a little hard.
And no, it goes crazy hard. Genuinely, there's
Like,
these
what
lines
a
have no
fucking,
right to go this
what an
crazy.
awful thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that, like, after Judai got covered in fucking sand, he's like, "Oh, I got sand in my crevasses."
He was never going to say that. This is Judai.
I know
we're
he was
talking
never gonna
about.
say that, but come on, that'd be really funny.
I fucking love Zane. Even when he's in another dimension full of dual spirits, he's always got that motherfucking thing on him. The motherfucking thing in question being the shock collars.
Yeah,
Does he really?
Yeah, he throws one in front of the door to block Jaden's path. That's
Oh,
what that
God.
was. It's so good.
Holy
He's
shit.
insane, affectionate. I love this man. He's just crackheaded in the best possible way.
oh yeah.
It's so funny.
Never know when you're gonna need some shock therapy.
Speaking of people who need therapy, Judai trying to go through this door assuming that Jesse will be on the other side with zero proof. And Zane is like, "Are you even strong enough to handle what could be on the other side of that fucking door? Do you think you have what it takes to save Jesse?" Then we get trauma flashbacks before we start dueling. And, of course, Judai opens on Polly. And, of course, more trauma flashbacks.
I just
That's
love that
such an
Kaiser
unfortunate
did a
card to
whole
have
turn
trauma around.
before Judai even, like, got the dual disc ready.
It's so good. And yeah, for a guy running a deck entirely based on fusion, to have one card that gives you trauma,
Right?
be the fusion
That's not
spell,
the one you want.
is so fucked. It's so funny because there's a shot. There's a shot in this duel where I'm like, in the Wing, I'm like, this seems like a weird way to hold your card, but okay, sure. And now I understand why they had to do that. Because in the sub, fuck you, Power Bond.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's doing the thing I do, which is where I just hold it between the index and middle finger, and it's really unfortunate which one is facing towards the opposite player, and it's not at all intentional, but it just happens that way. And it's very funny, because very clearly 4Kids was like, alright, we need to add the ring finger on there, or we're fucked. The censors will not let this slide. So instead he's like 3-fingering it for no reason.
That's fair.
I realized that Zane has exactly one move, and that's all he does. Is he just calls out Cyber End Dragon and fuses it.
No, he does a lot more in this batch. He has so many more dragons he can fuse.
Doesn't use CyberDark anymore for some reason.
Well,
That's
yeah.
just gone.
Yeah. Because Cyberdark represents his dark and edgy phase, and even though he's still Hell Kaiser Rio, he's more normal now. He got better.
He's not that much better. He was about to have a fucking heart attack because of how bad fucking Judai is at the game now.
I mean, yeah, that's one way to put it. I also love that this man has the protagonist powers of just draw the out, except his specific protagonist power is just open on 3 Sidras and a fusion spell.
Yep.
Love that. Love that for him, because I always love to see one of my favorite fucking monsters in GX fucking Cyber End.
I think he made the cards weighted so they would go to the top.
Now, co-hosts and viewers, I ask you something very important.
Mm-hmm.
What if Cyber End Dragon, but armor?
And that armor had special powers.
Yeah.
That'd be
What
cool.
if that armor was raw as hell?
That'd be cool as hell.
Well,
That'd be
good
cool. Too
news.
bad it's, oh no! What?
Good news. Armored Cyber End.
Whoa! Huh? Could it be? Oh my stars and garters!
I just looked and I went, wait, what? What do you mean we're giving Cyber End armor? This feels like a thing that should have happened during season 1.
I just assumed this had happened before.
Nope. Not to my knowledge. I think this is the only time this ever happens.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
the first time.
Let me, you know what?
Actually, he might have attached some other Union monster to it at some point. Probably not the same one, though.
Armored Cyber End. Not a real card, and the only listing for it I can find on Yu-Gi-Oh.com. It shows up in Season 2, Episode 49, apparently, which I don't believe.
I don't believe that either.
Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh website is just fucked.
Liars. A lot of them.
I'm ignoring that. But yeah, I love Zane giving lectures to this traumatized child about how he
Right?
shouldn't be traumatized.
Just get over it.
Yeah.
God, back in my day, we didn't just sit around crying. Ugh.
Cut back to
Stuff your
back in
feelings
his
out.
day when he lectured his 6-year-old brother, and his 6-year-old brother sat around crying.
I also
Back
love how
in my
Zane just
day,
like tells him,
we just kept killing more people. That's how we handled it.
just shove that trauma down. Doesn't matter. I love how Zane just like literally is just like, you should have done this, 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 and this in your play, but you didn't, you idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Zane just
literally knows
continues
his
to
entire
destroy face downs and go, what the fuck? That was a combo! What do you mean? Because he literally had a full combo just ready and waiting in his opening hand, and then the worst part is I don't think any of those things would have involved him using Poly. He could have just done a combo without it.
Yep. And he just didn't do any of that because he was too scared.
Well, let's settle this right now. The moment you put Clayman on the field turn 1 in attack position, something is wrong.
Yeah,
Clayman
absolutely.
never goes in attack position. That is Problem number 1.
Clayman goes in attack position if you want to be a piece of shit and overkill your opponent who has 100 life points left.
Yeah, but that's never a turn 1 move.
Oh, of course it's not a turn 1 move.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Of course.
Isn't there an equip spell for Clayman, at least in the anime, early on?
Oh, probably.
I forget.
I think there was.
He has
I
a
think
car.
No, not
Vroom,
the
vroom, I'm
car.
in my mom's
It was
car.
The clay
wrap or
car.
something. It was like clay wrap.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like when it goes to the graveyard after being equipped, it has an effect or something.
God, effect spells sound, or equip, whatever they are.
Equip spells.
Effect monsters seem so awful to deal with.
Oh, buddy.
You
If
don't
I
know
can
the half of
introduce you
it.
to some modern effect monsters that are staples in every deck, you will think that way, but more.
Also, pendulums suck. I hate pendulum decks.
Yeah, they suck so bad.
You run a pendulum deck, don't you?
No, I fucking hate pendulums. I got
Pendulums are where I
Salamander
dropped
right
back
there.
out of Yu-Gi-Oh! After getting back into it in the middle of Xyz. So,
Fucking same.
teehee. Now, I thought the way this was going to go was that because of Jaden dueling Zane and realizing that he's just too afraid to do polymerization, and we never see the Supreme King use Neospatians, I thought that this was where Jaden was just going to ditch the elemental heroes entirely for the rest of this arc while he's dealing with his trauma and strictly use contact fusion with the Neospatians and Neos. And then that ends up not happening at all, which is insane.
It sucks.
My next note after all this like intense theory crafting and like lore thinking is, oh no, his heart problem. Because I literally fucking called this shit and I was like, he's going through a Goku. He got heart disease. And then they outright just say, no, his heart stopped. Like, what? No.
Yeah,
That shit causes brain damage. What the fuck?
My man Judai's got that PTSD. Pretty terrible shit, dude.
That is what happened to him, yeah.
I love how the duel didn't end though when his heart stopped. They were like, I mean, his monsters left, but they're still going.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
The
get
duel
up.
technically has not ended. He's just sort of in limbo
Just
because his
imagine that
heart
happening,
fucking
guys.
stopped.
Yeah.
I just imagine that like happening in universe. It's like a really important duel, and they're just like, come on, back in my day, I would get up and keep playing. It's just your heart.
Yeah.
Beat it yourself.
I also love that the explicit reason for it is, yeah, I did too many duels with shock collars on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, bro is what, maybe 19? And he's dying. Because he did too many extreme shock collar duels.
You've all been there before.
The shot collar YouTubers.
God. I hope he got some
So
good
glad that isn't
clickbait
his
out of it
friend.
at least.
I like that Judai like starts wandering around just looking like a lost dog. He looks like when you accidentally step on your dog's foot and it looks up with you and you just like, why?
No.
And it's like I didn't mean it, I'm sorry. But they don't understand that you didn't mean it.
Oh yeah. Me seeing the duel with Zane over and Jaden just like reliving his greatest lows. And I'm just like, man, this sucks. I didn't want to revisit trauma. I wanted to see fucking cool cyber combos. Because he's going to all the places where he killed his friends and just being traumatized. Meanwhile, the Dio reject and a goblin decide, oh, this is the perfect time to usurp the former Supreme King and take the throne.
Hey. That ain't no fucking flying goblin. That's Spear Cretin.
You're right. I was forgetting the specific name of the duel monster. Thank you.
Show him some respect. I don't think he deserves it.
I'm not going to show
him.
him respect. But thank you for naming him. I won't. The Goblin and the Dio reject decide to duel him in the same
that's
arena
fucked up.
where Chaz, Alexis...
Man's part of so many combos. Done so much for us.
No,
Treating him like that.
he hasn't done
messed
shit
up.
for us. Also, the
This is
DO
like when
rejected Sean
Eminem snapped
Schemmel.
against Dre.
Schemmel counter at 3.
Let's go.
His name's Guardian Bao. I don't give a shit. He runs an inverse of Gravity Bind. He deserves death.
Was that Bao?
Yes, the blonde one.
That really didn't look nothing like Bao to me. That's insane.
I checked it on the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki for the episode listing. It's Bao.
Huh. Okay.
They're a fruit. That's all that matters.
That's true. Yeah. You see, he just showed up in the episode, and I just went, "This ain't nothing to me. I am a demon," because I'm mentally broken as a human.
I would be mentally broken if I was forced to duel this dual spirit who has a little fucking cretin on his shoulder, and he ran an inverse Gravity Bind that only lets level 5 or higher monsters attack.
I got really upset
dog?
when he summoned his nasty little slime monsters. I threw myself back in my chair and threw my arms up, and I went, "Did we have to get gooey?" I got really upset about it.
Why is that what set you off, dude?
I just didn't want it to get gooey.
Well, too bad. It's gooey in here now.
It's gooey as hell in here now. Everything's sticky.
I'm also happy to announce the Gravity Gain is not a real card. It's anime only. Because if they made a card this stupid real, you know bitches would try to run it in gimmick decks and be the most insufferable people at the levels.
Eldritch decks. Eldritch decks would get a lot of fucking value out of that.
Oh god, they would. Ew. Ew. Ew, now I have to think
I
of
get to start running
Eldritch.
Eldritch now if this card was real.
Shibuya, the thing I am cooking is almost done, and I think it's gonna give you a heart attack.
I'm excited, question mark?
So I wrote down Twin-Headed Beast. Ain't this card from 2005? And immediately after, I am now aware of when GX aired.
Congratulations, you understand how dates work.
I
Now,
was like, wait a minute, this was that time.
yeah.
Huh.
Now, in the middle of this duel, for some fucking reason, someone lied to me and said that Bastion's last appearance was when he decided to stick around with Tanya in that other dimension.
Hey, I corrected myself.
Fair. But he's back. Bastion jump scare. He and his tiger wife are here. And
Let's go.
he and Cyrus have an exchange in the dub that's really good, and he just goes, "So how's Jaden doing these days?" And Cyrus is like, "Well, trauma." Bro's fucked up, dude. I'm gonna admit it's real bad.
Trauma? He tried not being traumatized.
Yeah.
We're well beyond 13. We're at like maybe 17 reasons why now.
Oh god.
Judai, don't be a pussy. Use the poly.
You gotta use the poly.
This is kind of getting into the next episode, but I need to say it here. Bastion,
Enter my polycule, Judai.
Bastion asks him what's wrong to his face, and Jaden just goes, "I'm stuck." And then Bastion says the dumbest shit I've ever heard a Genius character say. He just straight up goes, and I respect Eric Stewart for delivering this line without busting a gut laughing. "Well, then I'd recommend unstucking yourself, Jaden."
That's awesome.
Bro's supposed to be intelligent, and unstucking is the best you can do? Oh,
That's amazing.
Christ. Does anybody else have any other notes for 146?
My last note is, Judai, please don't end the episode there. Now I have to wait a week for the next one. If I wasn't watching this almost 20 years later from the official release.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
My last few notes were just getting very upset that Judai was refusing to just use poly for no reason, because it would be like if in the middle of 5Ds you say it was like, I can't synchro summon because I was possessed by an evil dark lord and hurted my friends. It's just fucking you hurt people just by summoning monsters, buddy.
Hurt. Killed.
Well, killed. Well, yeah.
It is explicitly them being dead.
You
that
have to
gives
hurt.
them
You have to
trauma.
hurt. You have to hurt to kill.
But not every
No, not
instance of
necessarily.
hurting someone kills them. I could slap someone in the face, and that's not a lethal wound.
I think if you like sever the nerves, you actually won't feel pain. So,
That's
and you
great,
wouldn't
Bio.
feel.
Okay, cool.
That's
Well, and you
That's
you
great,
you actually
Bio.
don't have pain on your you can't feel
episode
pain.
147.
Hey, no.
No.
This is the cool brain fact. You don't actually feel pain, like in your brain. Like you can touch the brain, and I don't think you'll feel pain, because there's no like harm nerves
That's
there.
very scary, Bio. Thank you.
That's honestly kind of interesting. You know what else is interesting?
Okay.
I think that's true.
Hey,
I
you
don't
know
think
what
I'm
else
lying.
is great before we get to the ad break?
Okay, good. You understood what I was cooking. Anyway, what were you cooking here, buddy?
Oh,
Someone can
sorry.
fact
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Sure. Let me get this up on the
Carl
screen.
made the joke
for
earlier. I just
our
fucking went with it.
viewers. Now I'll
None of
admit
you are ready for this.
the reference is a little lost on me, but here we are.
It's the frowning friends from Smiling Friends.
Right. It's been a while since I've watched original Smiling Friends. I need to do that
I have
when they
no
announce
idea what that
season
is.
2.
Ooh, yeah, no idea.
I just saw
Oh,
Dip
yeah,
and
you should
shit
watch
standing
Smiling.
next to each other, and I was like, oh, the tall one could be Exodia. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
I've been watching the new season of Spy Family.
Yeah.
I need to
Very
finish
good.
season 1 because
It's so
I
good.
know it's good. But because I had to re-up my Crunchyroll sub anyway. By the way, insane to watch GX at 480p after a year of watching it in like whatever bit crushed quality fan subbers could get their hands on for sub. Really good, but Crunchyroll doesn't sub the OP, so there's no soul.
Yeah.
And then when I finished my sub viewing, I caught up to Dr. Stone, because New World Part 2 has been airing for the past 3 weeks. God, I love Dr. Stone. Very good.
You know, Shibuya, you might be entitled to $33 from Crunchyroll from a class action lawsuit.
I did not have a sub with them. Last time I used that account was 2017. I know, because my watch history was all from that era. Do you know that I watched Kisniver on Crunchyroll ages ago?
Let's go.
That's where I watched that
Kisniver.
for the first time and got disappointed.
What is Kisniver?
It's a short
really good.
13-episode series by Trigger, the same studio that did Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill. And it fumbles the bag really hard in the last episode, despite the interesting premise. So it's upsetting.
I think I tried to watch. I was not very impressed with that.
That's
Well, I'm
fair.
impressed with you.
Maybe not. Maybe this is not what I'm thinking it is. No, this is not it.
Anyway, it's time for our ad break. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Fight me!
All right. So, as far as ad break this week, first things first, we have to give our guest a little bit of a shout out. Thank you so much, Mimi, for coming back. If you recognize the voice, it may be because she was a guest in season 0 for the final episode of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also drew her own art for this batch. Very good stuff. We actually haven't hit the episodes where it's relevant yet, but it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Whoa! And the links will all be in the description below, but if you want to follow her on YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter, it's all the same. It'll be Mimicry, MIMICKRII. So I'll just drop the links in there for live viewers. Go follow. Also ties back to Dipships later because, Dipships editor over here.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I've
The
heard
war.
of that.
The war.
It sounds like a podcast about boating that people would like because it has boats and facts.
It sounds like a
You get-
podcast about Amon, Garam, and Exodia. It was important that I bring this one back.
I have to swan dive into the concrete.
Hey, did you know? We have a Twitter. Twitter.com/MillenniumMike.
What is Twitter? You mean X?
No, shut up. We'll use that to post the funny episode stuff like our thumbnail edits. We'll post memes sometimes whenever I get the idea for it. Shorah, if you still want to cook that one up, I will post that to Mel Mike's Twitter later. That would be funny.
That up later.
We'll tease new guests on there, like Mimi. Some people guessed correctly who it was when I posted the render earlier today. And by some people, I mean everybody who commented, because our viewers know. And, you know, you get updates there on when we're going live, if things go wrong, if one of our hosts is in the middle of dying and trying to come back to life. You know, that's where you get the announcements. So twitter.com/MillenniumMike or X, I don't give a fuck. I'm still calling it Twitter, fuck you.
Let them know.
We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/MillenniumMike. If you join on there for as little as $5 a month, you get access to our movie commentary tracks for Pyramid of Light and Dark Side of Dimensions. You get access to archives of our past Millennium Mike specific stream VODs, like me building the Millennium Puzzle model kit. What was it? Fuck Piece 24 and Fuck Piece 30, I think? Those things were bitches. If you know, you know. If you don't, go on there and find out. So when I built the Millennium Puzzle, there were certain pieces that were a nightmare because it doesn't come with instructions. It tells you how to assemble the individual pieces out of the plastic, and from there you have to just figure it out.
It's just like the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because it was going just fine for me until I realized that a core piece in the center was missing, and I still had it. So I had to undo it and rebuild everything.
No.
And then it happened a second time, so I was like, fuck it. For this instance only, I'm looking up instructions. This was 7 hours in, by the way.
Cool.
Just like the show. Yeah. It's just like the show. If you're a patron of ours, you can also help us to reach goals to watch more Yu-Gi-Oh! Seasons. 5Ds is guaranteed. Anything beyond that, we will need your support to ensure that it is worth doing.
I'll send you a personal letter because I have my student loans kicking back in and I need help.
You get to support our hosts in any financial crises they might be going through, such as student loans. Depending on the tier that you join in, you will also get special shoutouts during episodes, like our Blue Eyes White Dragons, our $25 tier. Get your names on screen and in the description for every single episode. Not only that, but we also have a couple of other tiers above that, like our Forbidden Ones, our $50 tier.
Ooh,
If you're a Forbidden One, you get all the benefits of the Blue Eyes, but your name gets read aloud, and you also get access to a sketch from Shorah every month. Once things have calmed down, we will be back to more of the Patreon rewards. I promise. Things are just a shit show everywhere right now. Everything is happening. So thank you so much to our current Forbidden Ones, DJ Prower, and Man I Love Dogs. That is not the full username, but their full username was so many characters, I had to cut it down. So just Man, I love dogs.
Whoa.
I love dogs.
I do love
Man.
What is your statement?
Dogs.
Dogs are good. I love dogs. And we have our ultra limited exclusive tier, our God cards. We get access to all of those benefits, but the sketch from Shorah every month is in color instead of black and white. So thank you so much to our current God cards, SpiritofBardock and ShinyMew. There's only one slot on those left, so if you have the extra income, important, if you have it. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. But if you have it and you want to consider throwing it our way, patreon.com/MillenniumMike. It's on the screen down there at the bottom. You want to go over there, you want to just, do that. And if you cannot support us on Patreon because you yourself are going through a difficult time, I understand the holidays are coming up, so it's going to be a little rough. But word of mouth helps out the podcast a lot. So if you want to consider just slipping the podcast to friends who you know that may like Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime, just shoot that their way. Because it does
Just
do a
slip the
lot.
podcast into their pockets. They'll never know. Reverse pickpocket Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking the Millennium microphone into their pockets.
There you go.
Let us hear them.
We should make little business cards. That'd be fun.
Yeah, just sneak them in the pockets, get knocked out.
Yeah, just get caught reaching into somebody's pocket. Have somebody.
No,
scream,
I wasn't stealing
"Thief!"
you. I was just trying to slip you something.
I wasn't stealing.
That's
I was
even
giving
worse.
you this.
See, the thing I've been joking about doing and that I should just do for like MagFest is just making a shirt. Go check out my Yu-Gi-Oh! Rewatch podcast, the Millennium Microphone, just on the front.
Do it.
That's funny.
Okay. Hear me out. We could get business cards made, right? What if we had them shaped like the fucking microphone? So, you know, they're just like curved at the top. They're printed to look like the microphone, and the eye is like embossed. It comes up off the paper a little bit.
Patreon.com/Millennium Mike. Those are expensive.
That's true.
Lot of
Let's make business
ambitions,
cards.
not enough funds. I'll tell you what.
You know, no, what we should do actually is we should start making like some Millennium Mike merch and then put like collectible cards in some of the orders. So then you can like try to collect all of us. That'd be
That could actually be fun.
That'd be really fun. I would
That's a
buy
fun
a
idea.
Millennium Mike mug.
Honestly, we could just slap a bunch of the better edits onto a shirt.
I should just buy a Millennium Mike mug at this point.
Millennium mug? Hell yeah.
I would love that. I love coffee.
Oh, we just call all of our merch like the Millennium shirt, the Millennium Mike. We're just
Cards of the
whoring out the Millennium
thumbnails.
name.
Well, maybe not even like cards of the thumbnails, but the edits for each one. That could be good.
We do like fake Steam trading cards. We don't even make them
Uh-huh.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Powerful artifacts from ancient
God.
Egypt are now yours to buy. The Millennium Cardigan, the Millennium Jacket.
God,
Millennium Mike. Holy shit, Bridget. You might be cooking on that
we're
one.
cooking.
Um, Also the Millennium beanie.
The
I would buy that.
Millennium Marker.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I love beanies, so that already would just be
Same.
so good for me. We need to cook on that. We need to find a website to host that. But yeah, I would be down. We just can't have the actual logo because, you know, that uses fonts that we don't have the right to do that with. But
Yeah.
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Woohoo!
Wahoo!
All right. Carl, you might have something you want to share with the class involving you and Bridget and Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, I think I'm good. Hey everyone, welcome to the CC Master Saga. Bridget and I are doing a Master Saga series. I'm taking KZ after our first 20 episodes. We're just gonna cycle people out
You're wanting
through each
KZ?
episode. I'm taking them out.
Okay.
On a date?
No.
Hopefully, just get food poisoning on it.
Yeah, the first episode went up. Second episode will be up soon. We're gonna record our third either this upcoming week or next week. It's a good time. You should check it out.
Yeah, they stream those live before it gets edited, so if you're curious about that, you may want to just go follow them both and be aware, because I was there for the recording of the first one, and oh boy, that sure is a Master Saga!
Let me tell you, episode 2, it's you're gonna be excited to watch it. Next stream of it when I stop having COVID. Oh, Bridget.
That's fair, Bridget.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Bridget. Get well soon.
Oof. And
Hey, Bio, you got something to promote?
yeah, Bio. I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
Bio. you got something to
my
promote?
Psychology of Reiki video is almost done. Got the script done and gonna start recording it soon. So please be excited. It took a little bit of because I got COVID myself, and so it took a little while to get the script done. But I'm gonna get into the editing phase, so that should be out soon. If you haven't seen my Psychology of Sora video, that one went over pretty well. So I hope people enjoyed this one.
Bio, take it from the top. You got anything else to promote?
The
Yeah.
Program Advanced podcast from Shorah
Let's You remember?
is a podcast that we do about the Mega Man NT Warrior series that was on 4Kids. Similar to this, it's just a rewatch podcast, and it's pretty fun. It's like a very we all have, it's like 5 people, I think. We all kind of have stuff going on, so we record every so often, but we do stream on Yuki EX's channel when we do the podcast
EXE.
now.
It's a
What did I
reference
say?
to Battle Network. It's Yuki EXE.
Did I not say EXE? What did I say?
You said EX.
Oh, I meant yeah. No, I knew it was
That's
EXE.
very important.
Accessible.
I must have been thinking like 14.
I thought,
said EX.
see, if you were thinking GX because it's on the screen, EX, that would have made sense.
Yeah, that too. So, but he streams it on his channel, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that podcast
Hey,
is very
Yuki.
funny. Yeah, Yuki in the chat, very disappointed.
I meant to say EXE. My brain stopped after EX.
Now accessible.
The brain just goes, no, there's no more letters.
I'm all done.
Does anybody have anything else they would like to promote? Last call before dipships.
Dipship's party boat returning soon. I don't know. That's all I got.
I'm trying to get back to the fucking drawing streams, but I'm gonna be real. I just don't have the time half the time anymore.
Yeah,
I think at this point I'm probably just gonna have to post the sketches on the Patreon when I get them done and maybe forego the streams because...
Yeah, that's entirely fair. And honestly, the speed paints could just be a bonus Patreon reward.
Ooh.
Maybe. If I do them on my computer, I have to figure out how... Oh wait, no, there is a way I can do it on my fucking tablet.
It doesn't have to be a
Clip Studio has
priority,
way
but
there.
it could be a fun bonus whenever you're able to.
Yeah.
All right,
Alright.
I think that'll be everything. So, my co-hosts better forgive me while I deafen and let this dipships ad rock. Wahoo!
Do you enjoy boating? How about listening to some friends tell a few stories and talk about their weeks? Then I've got just the podcast for you. Dipships, the legitimate boating podcast. Every week, Carl, PM, Medi, and Nick get together and tell their favorite stories and recap what's been going on in their lives and talk about boating too, I guess. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Podbean. And we'll see you on the Nautical Mile.
Yeah. What kind of physics? What do you feel?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we feel?
What do we
Hey,
feel
wait a
about
minute,
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Shibuya.
Mhm.
Before we get back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey Carl, my
Huh?
friend, my
Yeah, what's
buddy,
up?
Mhm.
who's
Yeah.
totally not in for 15 hours of being high.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
15
是违
hours.
规
That's
异常
crazy.，
了解详情请按铃，由华语客服为您服务。
Not
My
this
fucking
video.
guy!
Not this video.
That's my guy!
No. Still have 2 episodes to talk about. You can't do this to him this early.
What was
Where
that?
is he? Where is he?
That's
Where
that's
is
a video that Carl gets obsessed with.
he? There he is.
Was it the frog?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen
Oh
it,
my god.
But yeah.
Oh,
I love how no one in the chat is going to... very few people in the chat are gonna fucking understand what the hell just
I'm
happened.
pretty sure we covered this last session when
We
Carl was
probably
also
did.
high.
Yeah, I like this frog.
You know
for,
what I
for
like?
those of you watching, the quick
Is-
explanation is just... Carl, whenever Carl's high, there's this video of a lizard that he likes to watch that's just
It's a frog!
lizard speaking... It looks like a lizard. It,
It
looks
does
like
look
a
like
fucking
a lizard.
Anoli.
It's a frog!
If it's a frog, where's the tongue?
He don't have to. Not all have to have tongue.
Pretty sure it's a living creature. They should
But
all
Bridget's
have
right.
tongues.
This is Carl's Cocomelon.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway, episode 147.
Episode 140.
The gay's back.
Yo! Oh,
I have a question
Yeah.
about 147.
Uh-huh.
So I paid attention to the OP enough. Why is Shepard there?
Don't worry about
Because
it.
Shepard did things at the start of season 3.
He did do things. I thought he just pieced out and was
Yeah,
like,
he-
Viper, you go.
He appeared
showed up.
briefly when his students disappeared into the dual monster realm.
He showed up and went back to the school, and he was like, "Why is my school gone?" And you know that was fine. And then Pegasus showed up, and you know, series got fucking good again.
Yeah, Pegasus just handled it.
Okay. Was just curious.
All good. So, yeah, this is the back half of the duel with Guardian Bao, and even without Polly, Jaden has combos.
Yeah, he got the shit out of him. It was crazy.
It's really good, actually.
I was not expecting any of it at all.
Yeah, I didn't expect something so competent from a kid who, like, just one episode ago fumbled the play so bad because he looked at a card. and he's like 12. He's cooking a 12-step plan to send this man to hell. Or he like gets.
Jaden just has provoke fusion now because, of course, fucking. I guess that was in his deck for a while.
Yeah. Hero Mask, totally in there. The entire time.
Totally.
Feather
They're
Shot
totally
never
just
left.
choosing what card for the fucking sake of it.
Yep.
Now, you know, Misawa said the magic words, so I immediately fucking thought of it. He's the fucking Shiro Kanizaki of this series, telling Judai, fight to survive.
God.
It's a little common whatever Yuki reference for you all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still need to watch Ryuki.
Tatakayo.
So, Bastion just casually confirming they live in a 12-dimensional universe.
Just like Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, the source, it is 13 reflections. That's all I could think about.
God damn it.
Broken
so,
human
I just went cross-eyed. What happened?
Is there a motherfucker in 14 who wants to fuse all the dimensions?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the main goal of the Astians.
So Yubel is basically an Astian, is what you're saying.
Yeah, Yubel is an Astian.
That's funny.
Yubel is
is
definitely
funny.
something with Hass in the title, all right.
Actually, it's ASC.
Stop.
Stop it. Oh man.
I can bully Carl with 14. This is great.
14 is such a good game.
It is. Okay,
That's
enough.
what you
This
can
is a
say.
Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. Let's return to the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Thank you.
No.
So, Bio finding any excuse to get out of talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! In the Yu-Gi-Oh! podcast.
No.
You see, this is unfortunate because this is the point where I did just start typing nothing but this ain't nothing to me. I am a demon.
See, a lot of this is just me pogging and reacting to shit as it happens. Like, oh my god, what's in the door? And holy shit, it's Jesse, but in bondage gear.
I did write down how hype I was about Advanced Crystal Beast, and then drew a dark, fucked up version of Sapphire Pegasus. LOL, just a peek into my twisted mind.
Yeah, fucking hell, that's really all that is. It's so good.
I feel like that works a little better with Rainbow Dragon since Rainbow Dark Dragon in the anime looks nothing like.
Oh,
looks like
we're
fucking
mentioning Rainbow Dark
completely the
Dragon. I
same.
get to post it.
I know what you are.
It knows who we are.
He's rainbow, but he's dark.
See,
It's because he's gay
this
and
is the thing that fucks with
homophobic.
me.
Holy
This is the
shit.
thing that fucks with me. The card art, very obviously dark version of Rainbow Dragon, right?
Yeah.
In the anime, it literally looks like they just put a fucking dark blue filter over normal Rainbow Dragon.
Do you think they had
animation
time?
stills.
Do you think they had
No,
time
they
to recolor?
definitely didn't, but it's so funny.
No, it's really funny. I agree. But, like, yeah, they didn't have time to cook that shit up. They just had to fucking do a simple palette swap. Zane is so good. Zane is my goat. I made the right choice when I picked characters for this season, even not knowing what was going to happen here. Because in the dub, bro knows his heart just stopped, is still recovering, looks at Jesse, who was one of his favorite people to duel ever, and just goes, I'm not going to leave here with regrets. My time here is limited. And, like, bro just wants to go out doing what he loves, and I respect it.
He spends the entire duel in the sub talking about how he doesn't give a shit if he wins or loses this as long as he shines.
It's so good.
And in this case, shining just being as long as he's enjoying this. Which he thoroughly does.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
thriving in this duel. I'd also like to point out that when they flash back to Jesse, and his last duel with Zane, the Shemmel counter's a 4 because we do hear Ember Mammoth speak in the flashback. Fucking hell. And Jesse's new duel disc has no right to go that hard. What the fuck?
It goes
It's
crazy.
so simple, but it's so cool.
It goes so good.
I-
That's why I stole it.
Fair.
I love them doing these fucked up and evil dual discs. Like, I loved the Supreme Kings so much that goddamn Buzzsaw turning into a dual disc is so cool.
I'm so sad that never, like, kept up being a trend after a certain point. Because unique and fucked up dual discs do a lot to establish a villain's personality. Because you can look at the disc they use and just be like, oh, you're psychotic, aren't you?
They did it the one time in original Yu-Gi-Oh! And they were like, oh shit, we hit a good shit. We hit a good trend.
Uh-huh.
I love the diffusion from Cyber Twin to get 2 more attacks in after wiping out all the crystal beasts.
It's real good.
And I was like, I think it's kind of funny that this dude's just like, yeah, I'm gonna kill the guy that is the whole reason why we came here. And then I was like, oh no, honestly, he'd probably just end up getting you Bell instead.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jaden, I'm going to kill your boyfriend because I need to feel something again.
God.
It's not because it's gay, it's because I need to feel the thrill of the kill one more time. Anyone would do, really. God.
What was the name of the field spell Jesse uses here? Advanced Dark Magic?
I think something like that.
I think it's just Advanced Field.
Something like that. Weird, but we take it because
I think it's
cool.
just called Advanced Dark.
Oh, okay. I like the effect coming out from it. I'm like, oh man, they're just repurposing like the Orichalco cells a bit.
I don't even think it's the Orichalco cells. I think that's more attributed to like Dark Magician than anything.
Yeah, like the circle growing effect at least kind of felt like. You're right
the
about the symbols,
vibes
though.
of Orichalcos, but I want you to look at the Dark Magician card art. It is literally just the ring around the original Dark Magician card art.
Yeah.
But it's blue.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys want to know something cool? Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Completely unrelated. But I looked at the circle and I saw like the letters. Do you guys remember the Scala language in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a non-language. Someone actually like finally got in touch with the developer, like the person that made the language and like made all the assets and stuff. And he was like, yeah, it's not real.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Because they were like whole Discord servers and everything like devoted to like finding all the letters and putting it all together.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Anyways, back to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. What can I say about the first episode of this 2-parter? It's really good. And we end on a cliffhanger of, oh no, is Jesse dead? There's another episode. He's not dead.
It's great because you could just look down at the thumbnail preview for the next episode on Crunchyroll and it's like, well, I know he's not going to lose because he's right there in the thumbnail.
Yeah. Or you can look at the episode titles on Hulu and just be like, this is a part 1. I wonder if he's going to die before the part 2 can finish. And we might as well...
I wonder if they're going to kill off the obvious villain this early.
We might as well just go ahead and call out 148! Rainbow Dark Dragon is so cool.
This was the last episode to air on 4Kids TV. The show would eventually move to CW4Kids the next week.
That's funny. Fucked up for kids who liked Zane. I'll tell you what. If they didn't know about the move change, that's really evil.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I think CW4Kid was probably just like them doing a name change technically, but you know, fucking...
No, I think it was a different time slot altogether. Because I think it was like afternoons after school. Yeah, because it aired on the CW network, but for kids.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. It was a weird experiment that didn't end up working.
That's when they started airing Dragon Ball Z Kai, too. Fuck.
That's so funny, because I just remember watching Z Kai on Nicktoons Network.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I
funny.
saw some of the changes they made beyond just Blue Popo in the 4Kids version, and I'm like, oh, the Halo's just a ball.
Hello, I'm Blue Popo. I'm very calm.
So, man,
Yep.
a lot of my notes on this episode are just reacting to shit because it's so good. But, yeah, this is Zane flexing the hardest he ever has with how many Sidra fusions he runs. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon fucks. And anybody
so
who said
good.
otherwise is a liar.
It's so good.
It's so fucking good.
You know what else is good?
Hmm?
This really good face Kronos makes.
Yeah, let's see.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
No, Mamma mia, I know what you are.
Nanone.
Nanone.
I know what you are.
Yeah, this Kronos face is genuinely really good. Let me just, yoink. There we go. And I feel like the text still applies 100%.
Nanone.
I know what you are. God.
Terrible.
So fucked, but so funny.
I love that even Ubel, while dueling fucking Zane, is just like, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
This dude's insane.
It's psychotic.
Yeah, because Zane's not afraid of dying.
This boy's on crack.
Zane is just like, you know, if we both gotta go down, I'm gonna go down with a smile on my face. And I just popped off and I went, what a king. Holy shit. Also, the card dimension explosion killed me. Because A, they really printed it, and B, it's just the DM ace monsters clashing with the GX ace monsters, confirming that Chaz is meant to be the Seto guy, but not Zane, which is so fucked.
So good.
Very cool card art, though. Honestly, it rules. I will say, I could have done without, you know, him playing Power Bond again, and then us flashing back to every other Power Bond he's used throughout the series.
Yeah.
I could have done without that as a pace breaker, but, you know, then he drops the hardest fucking line I've ever heard out of the dub of this show, which is, if I gotta go, then I'm taking with me whatever dark spirit is controlling you.
Damn.
Bro, fucks.
His Japanese line,
Oh yeah, I was also gonna bring that up.
as long as I feel the shine of this moment, I won't go quietly into death's darkness.
No, you're skipping the very next line. This moment will last for eternity.
So good.
It's so good.
So good.
When I tell you that the sub version of this had me crying, I mean it. Because, like, the dub is cool and all, and it's raw as hell. But fucking... when the sub had them pan over to Cyber End Dragon, and when the sub... when the show explicitly is like, you know, Cyber End Dragon's his ace monster, and he has the whole arc where he ditches it in favor of finding dark power, but even in the end, he still goes back to his original ace monster, and the monster that, like, has been with him the entire show. And then when it pans to the sunlight shining off of it, and Crowler just going, just looking up and saying he's showing us the ultimate shine, I was crying because the music is really good in this moment, and God, I'm so sad. Zane probably doesn't come back after this, because, like, he didn't die from a duel, he died from heart disease. But God, I hope Zane comes back.
God. Saying that with a straight face.
Yeah.
This 19-year-old just had a heart attack.
Yeah. That's what too much shock collar will do to you.
Yeah.
Careful, kids.
Yeah, don't do that. And what kills me is the fucking escalation. The escalation of power levels with these monsters. I'm just gonna keep talking through the dog barking, I don't care.
No worries.
Is the escalation of 8K Cyber End. Oh yeah? Well, 9K Rainbow Dark Dragon. And then Zane going, oh yeah? Fuck you. 16,000 point Cyber End Dragon. Just
I
to
holy
do
shit
it
at
once before he died. because he can't attack with that shit. His turn's over. He has to pay the cost of Power Bond. But fuck if it isn't the best moment I've seen in this show. Period.
I love that it's a direct parallel to Zane and Jaden's final duel in season 1, where they just do the dick measuring contest stuff. My monster has 8,000. Well, my monster has 16,000.
Yeah. It's really good. And it's just... I dislike one thing. I dislike Yubel playing the rainbow card that saved him, but despite them playing it, the show lying to us about life points. Because I think if Yubel had just silently discarded a card, and then we didn't see a life point counter until Yubel explained what they had done, I'd be fine with it. But the show explicitly lies to you as the viewer in that moment. And that's something that Yu-Gi-Oh! Should not do. It can hide information, but it should not lie to you.
Yeah.
Well, you see, the life point counter in that instance is just Zane doing the math in his head.
Still. And, yeah, I had to cook this one. For some reason, this fucking Mrs. Obama, it's been an honor meme, has lived rent-free in my head since 2013. It's so fucking funny. It's so good. And I had to do a version for my boy.
It's really good, though.
Yeah. The way they have him fucking transparent in the sky after he dies like he's a JoJo character. God. That's my fucking goat. Oh yeah, another quote that we didn't say from the sub. I no longer feel joy in victory, nor fear in loss. I just want this one moment to shine. And I have achieved that. What a fucking king.
What a legend.
No character will top Zane for me, I don't think. Even Judai. That's my fucking guy. Man. Oh, and after all that, when everyone's crowding around Zane, trying to say goodbye, Yubel has to run. In the dub, they play it off as like kind of comical and just be like, "Oh no, we'll meet again later." In the sub, it's because Zane made Yubel use too much of their power in a single duel.
Yeah.
So Yubel has to retreat because they're drained. It's really good.
Drained.
Because in that, if things had gone slightly differently, Zane would have just killed Yubel then and there.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the best part.
So good.
Boy's just too damn strong.
I'm gonna miss him. Alright, welp.
I think that's everything.
That should be everything for this set, except, you know, our least favorite and favorite card and plays, but, let me, before we do that, go ahead and pull up KZ's, because he did send me his.
Oh.
Alright. Does anybody want to go first on worst, or least favorite card play?
I can go first.
Okay.
My least favorite card was that Slime Freak. It really grossed me out.
Can you name it?
No, I forgot its name.
Cool.
I just know it was a slime thing and I hated it.
Oh, Fiend. I think Fiend Mold or something.
Is it Fiend Mold something?
Fiend Mold.
Yeah, I think it was Mold something. I remember that.
Gross. And my least favorite play was putting Clayman in his hack position.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why?
We got Bridget in the general going. My least favorite play was Amon winning.
No, you're so right for that, bitch. Me too.
Yeah. Also valid.
My least favorite card was Diamond Dude, just because I think the name of it's really funny.
Okay, but do you prefer Diamond Guy?
Say what?
But do you prefer Diamond Guy, which is his Japanese name?
I don't know. Diamond Dude just sounds it just sounds so lame. He looks cool.
I hate to break it to you, a lot of the Destiny Heroes names are just kind of lame in the original Japanese.
For real. Least favorite play is
I don't know. Adrian being misogynistic.
Valid. Entirely valid. My personal least favorite card, Gravity Game. I think it's stupid that this exists. I'm glad it's anime only and just for a plot point, but the visceral reaction I had when I saw that thing disgusted me. And my least favorite play is Amon having the gall to use Exodia, giving me a bad name. Fuck him. I'm also just going to read KZ's out now. So KZ's least favorite card is Revoke Fusion. Quote, I typically don't care about how practical a card is in the anime because who cares? But this one makes you dump half your hand for it to work, and it's not amazing. And then his least favorite play is Hellkaiser dying in his duel because honestly, I don't think that's very good for his career, if I'm being honest. Very cool, though.
My
Bridget.
least
Bridget's least favorite card is Gravity Gain, or whatever. It seems really funny in Exodia. Honestly, I should consider, if that card was real, I would consider adding that to my Exodia deck. It would be funny.
Bro, you might as well just join.
I'm not going to make her join the call if she's sick and doesn't want to, because I think she needs to get rest.
I think my least favorite for this set is just going to be Guardian Bao. Since he's a dual monster spirit, I can just call him my least favorite card, and him being born is my least favorite play.
Correct.
I know what he is, and what he is terrible.
So true.
I know what you are, Guardian Bao. This is a threat and a warning. And Mimi, least favorite.
Least favorite card is Exodius, the ultimate Forbidden Lord. It's
Fair.
a lame card to me. I don't like it.
That's fair.
It seems icky. And then my least favorite play was the Fruity Monster losing to Judai, despite Judai refusing to play Polly.
So the inverse of Shorah's least favorite play. Awesome.
Oh, do you want to hear my fave?
Yeah, we can start on your favorites. Go ahead.
Okay, my fave play is Judai winning against the Fruity Monster despite not using polymerization.
Let's go!
Let's go.
And your favorite card?
Rainbow Dark Dragon, that's easy.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's go in inverse order for this one. Shorah, your favorite card in play.
My favorite card is Rainbow Dark Dragon. I love that funky little fucked up monster.
Yeah.
My favorite play is probably Zane's fucking Chimera Tech, like, I'm gonna use this effect a shitload of times. Play that was really fucking good. I think the Chimera Tech, like, cyber monsters as a whole kind of suck, but that one was pretty fun.
That one rules. So good. I originally was going to make my favorite card Armored Cyber End, but you know what? I cried. It's Cyber End Dragon again. This time with feeling. He showed us the ultimate shine, and for that I will be forever grateful, and I will run Sidras more often now than ever. And my favorite play is using Cybernetic Zone to knock a power-bonded Cyber End up to 16k attack just so Zane could die on his own terms, because holy fuck, what else would it be? That's my goat. With his original ace monster. Deciding to just die. Having the time of his life. Love that.
Yeah, I think for me my card is probably the Dark Rainbow Dark Dragon, whatever. I don't know the name of it.
No, you got it right. It's Rainbow Dark.
Let's go. My favorite play actually is during the Aster duel. Like I liked how he like took out his clock, pulled forth like what is it called, like Dreadmaster.
Yeah.
And then use that to like summon other cards and like get his whole like setup. That was really cool.
And then it just gets wiped too. Banished.
He immediately wiped. Yeah.
It's so fucked, but it is cool. I'll give it up. Carl.
My favorite card is Chimera Attack Fortress Dragon.
Yeah,
it's really cool. And my favorite play was that entire last duel. It was art.
Correct. For KZ, favorite card. Surely no one else will choose Rainbow Dark Dragon.
Surely not.
Absolutely not. And favorite play, Amon defeating Edo because it required him to kill Echo, and I'm just really happy she died because she sucks. Her haircut's bad, she has no riz, a truly miserable individual.
Jesus.
Damn.
Now, I did not bring this up during the main episode because I was too busy, reliving the emotional trauma. Much like Yuki Judai in this batch of episodes. He's just like me for real. But the wiki page for this last episode, for 148, is so funny because it says, mistakes. In the English version, when Zane's life points drop to 200, the meter goes down, then back up, then down again. This is probably meant to symbolize Zane having a heart attack.
That's awesome, dude.
Which is insane. God, how do you put that on the fucking wiki and get away with it? I don't understand. And, Bridget's favorite play is Yubel Johan's choice in clothing. I can't blame you for that, bitch.
That's why I
respect
stole
it.
them.
Yeah, exactly. People with good taste. Alright, well, our next set of episodes that we're going to be covering, I've got good news for you all. It's a 4-episode week. Woo!
Is it actually?
It's also our
Yes.
last set of dub episodes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, next set for Mill Mike GX episode 31, we will be covering, if you're watching the dub, season 3, episodes 45 to 48. And if you're watching the sub, it'll be episodes 149 through 152. And that will be happening on November 4th, which will be next weekend, specifically to avoid Thanksgiving weekend and Christmas weekend, because otherwise we'd be hitting both of those, and while that's good for consuming content, it's not really conducive to making content because people are going to be busy with their families on those weekends. So,
Yeah.
hope you understand. Whew. So, how are we feeling about almost being done with the dub?
I
It's gonna
feel
be
nothing.
real weird.
I do love the mishmash of answers there. Yeah, because Bio, to my knowledge, you've
never
been
watched
watching, like,
dub.
exclusively dub, right?
Yeah. Honestly, it'll probably help me focus more.
Yeah, because then
I
you
can't
have to,
just put it up. Yeah, I have
you
to
have
read
to sit
everything.
down and read the subs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what
Good
would
time is
happen.
up.
I think for Boruto and a couple other ones that like went dub to sub, it's like when I actually like got invested in the show because I had to start watching it.
I get that.
I could just like put it up on the side.
That's fair.
I will buy a coat. Shut.
Alright. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to say before I deafen and do the outro read?
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna save this as like a Patreon note, like if my notes went up on Patreon or whatever. I feel like it'd be more appropriate to say it now. Thank you everyone who watches this for supporting my friends in their funny Yu-Gi-Oh! Rewatch podcast. The amount of support you've given them, I'm sure it means the world to them, and just by extension, it warms my heart. So thank you for your continued support. And I hope to be on 5Ds eventually, where I hope to be caught up with the series and not behind.
Well, since we're guaranteed to
no.
be doing 5Ds, once I start scheduling that, you let me know what batch you want. And we'll
All
talk.
right.
Our agents will get in touch with your agents.
Yeah, our people, me, will get in touch with your people, you. Oh, man. Any final words? I'm giving you 5 seconds. 5, 4.
现违规入场，原始
No,
人
no,
群
please, please.
Thank you all so much for listening to the Millennium Microphone. The show would not still be here without you guys and your continued support, and we're beyond excited to be finishing out the dub, getting to the last full season of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and closing it out. If you like the podcast, please be sure to share it with your friends if you think they would like it as well. And especially, special thanks to our guest for this episode, Mimi. Very happy to have her back on. If you want to follow her, again, links will be in the description down below along with the rest of ours. But very special shout out. Very, very dear friend of the channel. Started out as a fan and you know, it's been a delight having her on. Until next time, get your game on.